This is Frankie Abbruzzino with the Scoop News. The fire fee looks like it's gone down the hill. And this is not for Sarasota County. That's still out there. That's still set to increase. And they got their public hearings. The one in Venice. A lot of concern after yesterday's meeting. First, I want to know, hey, City of Venice, I know you guys watch this. Bob, Lori, all you guys follow this even though you think I'm fake news. Fix your damn video live stream. It wasn't working yesterday. Not sure if it's because you don't want us to see it and you can claim error or what. Fix the damn thing. You just spent 80 grand on it. Okay, now that I got that rant out of the way, they had their special meeting yesterday. What's really strange about this, I gotta say, I think I would have postponed the special meeting, not just because your live stream wasn't working, which a lot of us look at, a lot of residents that are snowbirds rely upon, but because of the freaking situation around the town with all the flooding. Was it a hurricane? No. But we receive more rain than most tropical storms. There's houses flooding and stuff, and it amazes me. I see like mayors in other cities getting out and being out in the community and stuff. Not ours. Ours decides to move forward with a special meeting. And it just amazes me that you're not seeing them out in the public with concern, you know, taking care of the problem, like when a bus goes off the road. If I was mayor, I would have been out there saying, what the heck is going on? We need to fix this. Is everybody okay? That's my second rant. So then you go to this meeting they had, and Holic was in there, you know, and they brought in a consultant, but wasted a ton of money on another useless consultant. I can't tell you how many times they've come in and spent thousands, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 on companies, and they've come in and just given horrible advice. And this is one of those times with Stanek. Just they basically came out with a two-tier system that was flawed. The flaws were found out by the individuals. Condo owner associations found the first one, and then a lot of people were looking at the whole pricing structure. But Holic came out yesterday, and he said in a prepared statement that he had some doubts whether it could be enacted this year, which is a real doubter, because I'm telling you, ever since last year around this time, even before that, about 14 months ago, Holic was pushing this behind the scenes as he was selling the property tax increase to fund the fire fee at the same time. And I showed emails to prove it, regardless of him saying it was all fake news. He said even if they move forward with the adjustments, the minor adjustments, that he's lost faith in the consultants, because it had nothing to do with the city. It's all the consultants. And I can tell you the city has a huge role in here. We lost faith in you, in the mayor and in the council. I've said this for a long time, guys. I've been against this fee because A, it was outrageous, and B, because what it was is allowing these guys to go out and frivolously spend money. Debbie Anderson did a great point of bringing it up, and she is running for re-election. She said, look, you guys keep spending frivolously. I was saying this last year. You guys are out there buying spend $400,000 on parking lots, $500,000 on a park. Holic wants to spend $10 million on a park out in no man's land because it's a good deal. They just spent $1 million over where the temporary library is, but at the time when they purchased it, they had no idea. He even said, we have no idea what we're going to do with this, but it's a good deal. He wants to buy the pineapples, which is going to be a few million, and put up another city hall because we're expanding our services. So they're expanding the city hall with all these bureaucratic admin positions, yet they're downsizing the police and the VPD and the Venice Fire Department. You know, they can't afford a $500,000 truck, but they can afford $500,000 on a park. They can't, that nobody really visits. So until they get that under control, you know, I had a couple of city council members say, Frank, we really need this fire fee. You need to get behind it. And I said, look, it's hard to get behind it. I know you need it. I know we need the fee, but we don't need it if you control your spending. If instead of saying, oh, well, trolley's a great idea, $72,000, they spent 2 years, 150 grand, let's say, was that a good idea? No. Not when you got a fire department that's falling apart. And you guys, we need to start holding these politicians accountable. And it's getting ridiculous. So now what they're doing is they're out there spending frivolously our money. And they act like there's some type of royalty up there. I mean, you guys would be amazed if you ever saw Holic in a meeting where he gets that gavel in his hand and he turns into Superman. County commissioner once said he turns into a Superman. But we got to hold him accountable. And after I was going through and challenged him as mayor and stuff, and they automatically said, hey, look, we need to start looking at this stuff and we need to prioritize. and not just spend frivolously, and they're holding people to that. And it was not more obvious than their last meeting a week ago when they had a fire fee. People came in and said, look, you guys got control everywhere. We were not going to be behind a tax increase for the fire department if they weren't going to control spending. We want the fire department. We support the fire department. They need the trucks. They need the buildings. But we need control on spending, which we're not going to get, and we're not going to see with the politicians that are in office. The ones that are gone soon, Holic's there for 2 more years. We're screwed with that guy. God, what an idiot. Gates, 2 more years. We're stuck with that idiot. McKeon is gone. He's termed out. There's a guy that's a pro developer running against Anderson, who's not slow growth oriented type person. Then you got Carlissimo trying to get back in. He's another idiot, but he's run against somebody who I don't know. Oh no, Mitzi. He's run against Mitzi, and she's for slow growth. But keep all this in mind, folks. Keep it all in mind when an election comes around. You got to be part of the system. You can't just sit back and complain. And the other thing is, you can't complain because it's in your neighborhood and then forget about it when it's in everybody else's neighborhood. This has been Frankie Abbruzzino with the Scoop News.